to see you.
It's good to see you too. That was great. That show was so good. I loved it, and I loved looking back. I liked that they showed all the best moments.
The retrospective.
Yeah, it was just great.
Yeah, it was
Did you enjoy
fun.
watching it? Is it sad? Is it?
No, it wasn't. I mean, we were all emotional. We all got to watch it together at least, and then, you know, go to dinner afterwards and stuff. So it was nice. It was nice to watch it with the whole cast and crew and all the writers, and it was really nice.
That's great that y'all were still a happy family, that you went that long, and that you were all still together. Really, the writing was so good. Y'all were so funny. We'll miss it. We'll miss it.
Yeah, me too.
And the ending was I thought it was great that y'all ended up together. I know that you shot a lot of different endings, and we have actually we have a clip of a never before.
Okay.
Scene. This was one way they were going to go, because, you know, they didn't want it to leak out. And never ever before seen.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, no, you've seen. That's how secretive they were. This was the other way they were going to go. I'll take a look.
Okay.
Hey, Ross, it's Ellen. Listen, I'm sitting next to Rachel on the plane. She's having second thoughts about leaving you, and I told her, in my opinion, closure is overrated. She's already gone through airport security, and nobody's worth going through that twice. You know that.
Oh my God.
She's got the window seat, and I'm on the aisle, and frankly, I don't feel like getting up.
Let her off the plane!
Ross, think about it. In Paris, or getting off the plane. I just don't understand.
Try to understand!
Besides, the French cheese on a baguette with a dry white wine. Oh, gotta go. The peanuts are here.
No! No!
So now, did you, I mean, everybody expected it to be that huge, that there were 50 million people, over 50 million people watching, but did anything surprise you about how big it turned out to be?
No, I mean, I heard some things that surprised me. I heard, like, the next day, like something like all U.S. currency was no good for those 2 hours.
Yes, that was surprising.
There was no buying or selling.
I don't know how many people even know that, but yes.
Yeah, no lovemaking for those 2 hours.
Right.
Unless you're watching while.
Right. Yeah.
And it's okay. No, I mean, I heard, I guess I heard that, like, TV Land had, you know, stopped all programming for those 2 hours, and just ran a camera on themselves watching Friends.
Right.
Or something.
And then they kept turning the camera saying, the Friends finale is on, don't watch this channel.
Yeah, is that really?
Yeah, I think, yeah, it was really cool that they did that.
Yeah, I didn't watch.
Yeah. No, because I was flipping through the channels, you know, and I looked at, no. Who would have been flipping through the channels? I don't know. I heard they did that. I didn't obviously see it. Now, and also y'all are everywhere, and then both in Entertainment Weekly and TV Guide.
Yeah.
Were you happy with these caricatures? Let's looky-loo these.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Aren't they the cruel? Look at this one.
Come on, that's not real.
No, that's ridiculous.
No, where was that? In what magazine?
Yeah, that one was maybe TV Guide.
Really?
And then
that's awful.
Yeah, that's TV Guide. And then look at Entertainment Weekly is completely. They got you a totally different nose on Entertainment Weekly.
Let's see. Wait.
Look at that.
Well, that's a non-nose.
No, that's a.
That's just like air holes.
Yeah. Isn't that? I don't know what caricature people think. I don't. It's just cruel, isn't it? They're angry people.
Yeah, but I have good hair in that one.
Yeah.
No nose, but good hair.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I'll take the hair.
So now, did you take any memorabilia from the set? Did you?
I took Matt Perry.
You did.
So I had.
Good choice. Yeah.
That's a strange reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in my library.
Yeah.
I can't get rid of him.
Yeah.
3 cheeseburgers a day.
Yeah. That was a good choice to take him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I got this really cool chunk of the street outside of Central Park. You know, when they struck the whole set, we actually had an asphalt street outside of Central Park, the coffee house, and they tore it all up, and I got a chunk of it, and it's, you know, it's a nice chunk of street.
Yes, but it could be a chunk of asphalt that you don't. How do you prove that that's from the set? Wouldn't you want something that's like the sign or the Central Park or something?
I'm just saying.
Good point. It's a good point.
Just as like a, it's a
Years
chunk of-
later,
yeah.
I'll never be able to.
You-
No,
you won't-
really, this
it really
was
is.
from the
Yeah.
set.
A bunch of people right now are chopping off pieces of asphalt, selling them because, yeah,
Authentic Central Perk Street.
right, right. All right, so where did we play? Because we're going to play this when we come back from
good.
commercial. But where did we play charades together?
I think it wasn't it either my house once or someone's place. I mean, we
Well, then
played,
yes.
yeah, we played a running charades
Yes.
kind of a game.
Yeah,
and,
but I didn't know where it was.
I don't remember where, but I remember that well, I don't think we were on the same team.
Oh.
And
Did you win or did I?
I remember kicking your butt, but
Oh, I
that's
see.
just.
Well, perhaps that's why it's more important than ever for me to show you that I can kick your butt. in this.
Exactly.
So we're going to go to commercial. When we come back, we're going to pick out some audience members who we're going to play charades with, and then we'll see who's the better charade player now, won't we?
Yes, we will.
All right. We'll be back. We're going to play a little game of charades, and we've got two audience members who are going to be guessing. David and I are going to be giving the clues. And David, you're first. You have 60 seconds,
All right.
and you're going to try to get as many as you can, and then I'm going to take you over. And you're Renee. Sorry, and I'm so excited about playing. Renee, what do you do?
I'm a domestic engineer.
You arrange marriages, David says. All right, domestic engineer, and where do you live?
In San Marino.
Yeah, all of this seems like you're just guessing, but we're not playing the game yet. You can.
I'm practicing.
Okay, all right, good. And what is your name?
Heather.
Heather, and where do you live?
Temecula Valley.
Okay, and what do you do?
I am a homeschool mom.
A homeschool mom.
Yes.
Good for you. I love your mom. Yeah. Do a lot of my facts and figures and trivia things help at home?
Oh, excellent. Yes.
Yes.
All the time.
Great, good answer.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you have 60 seconds, and here's yours. And
These are the clues?
Yeah, those are your clues.
All right.
Ready?
Sure.
Go.
All right.
Movie.
Six words. First word. 1, 2.
2.
Second word.
1. Second word.
Second word is
It's
small
not
word.
Eternal Sunshine.
Fly. Back. Flew. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. TV.
TV.
4
words.
words. First word. Small word. The. Second word. Funny. Here sounds like.
Sounds. Start over.
A mic. Mic. Money. Announcer.
Man in the Moon.
Announcer. TV. Think of a small word. Flew. By. Stage.
It's harder than I thought.
Second word sounds like.
Now, that was the longest 60 seconds. Y'all gave him extra time. Really? That was 60 seconds? All right. You, I believe, got one. All right. All right.
Good luck. I promise not to mess with you.
Okay, thanks. Don't, please. All right. All right, ready?
Yes.
All right, go.
It's a movie.
I don't know what that was.
5
All right,
words.
all right.
4 words.
Okay.
First word. Quiet.
Quiet.
Silent.
Tiptoe.
Silence.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yes. Uh-huh.
2 words.
Uh-huh.
First word.
First word.
I
Heart.
pledge allegiance
Heart.
to the flag of the United
anthem.
States of America. Pledge.
Flag.
Agreement. Us. We.
Pledge.
Our.
Pledge.
Flag. United States.
Flag.
Americans. American. Second
American
word.
Family.
American dreams.
American Idol. 4 words.
4 words. First word.
Heart.
Love.
Love. Okay. Amor.
4 words. Fourth word.
All right. Love is a battlefield. Oh, love is a battlefield. Pat Benatar, yeah. All
was The Price is Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, American Idol, The Price is Right.
Yeah.
Which is harder?
Well, yeah, definitely. I would have gone to right, so you had right and left.
Yes,
Price was
you're
hard.
right, you're
I
right.
didn't know how you were going to do it myself.
Yeah, me either.
All right.
What's
well,
my
it was
penalty?
close.
What do I get
It's
when I
not a
lose?
penalty so much. It's actually you're being rewarded.
Oh.
You'll be sitting in the luxury box
All right.
with Stacy. All right. All right. Hello, David.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great.
It's good to see you. I think you were on the show the first season that we were on the air.
Yeah, I think so.
8 seasons ago, and we
Yeah.
weren't on this lot, and this lot is
No.
where you shot Friends.
Yeah, we shot 2 stages over. Yeah, and this used to be the ER stage.
This
I
was
think.
one of the ER
Yeah,
stages.
yeah.
Yes. Now, how are you doing?
I'm great. I'm great.
You've been busy doing all kinds of different things, right?
Yeah, I probably since last time I saw you, I've directed 2 movies. And this latest one comes out, as you said,
Next week.
next Friday, April 1st. But I know we'll get to that. But also, I'm now married and expecting my first child.
That's really exciting.
More importantly,
How long have you been married?
since last June.
So, and
Yeah.
that was quiet, right? No one really knew that happened.
Really under the radar. Yeah, we were surprised we actually got away with it. It's just our parents, our siblings, and a small little thing in New York. And we had to go down to City Hall in New York and stand in line with all the brides and everyone. And I was sure we were going to get busted, but no one. I guess they didn't get the paycheck that day, and you know, but yeah, no one.
You're really fortunate, don't you think, that you can kind of do what you want and you still have, all this amazing success, and yet you're not hounded like a lot of people are?
Yeah, I think it's eased off a little since the first year or 2 of the show, and
Right.
also being in New York, which is where I spend most of my time. It's a little easier, just
Yeah.
on the subway, baseball cap, iPhone or iPod.
Yeah, I think that's why Jen wants to move there. It's a little easier to get around there than
Right.
it is here.
It can be, yeah.
Yeah. And you're expecting a child very, very
Yes,
soon,
well,
right?
I hope it's a child.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You don't know until
never
it
know,
comes. And when is the child due?
At the end of May.
That's exciting?
So, yes.
First
yes.
time dad, are you
First
nervous?
time. I don't know why, but I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because I've waited so long. But I'm just excited. I mean, most of my friends have kids now, and
Yeah.
I feel like I'm already behind the 8 ball. So, no, I'm just excited, and we're pretty prepared. I plan ahead. We're pretty ready. The only thing we don't have yet, when I get back to New York, I've got to do the overnight bag.
Yes.
I've yet to do that, but I've got our route and all that planned out.
Good.
So.
You should have an alternate route in case that route is not available. You
I
should
do,
have all the
I do.
backup routes and all those things.
I have 5 other routes.
Good,
so.
good. And your wife is British, is that right?
She is, yeah.
And now,
yeah.
was she a big fan of Friends? Because that was huge everywhere.
It was pretty big in the UK. I think she'd seen the show.
Who's not seen the show? Everybody has
but,
seen the show.
Yeah, I think she told me, I think on our third date that she was more, I guess I hooked her because of performance in Band of Brothers. So
Really?
That's the one she liked better than my 10 years on a show. So, but no, I think she enjoys it. So.
Yeah. And you knew right away, you met her and you said,
Yeah,
that's the one?
That was it. The only, it was just a bummer because why do you have to be British? Why do you have to live in London? But, because it's
That's far.
The commute is tough.
Yes. Not that you don't have anything against the British.
No, God, no.
No, they're
No.
lovely, lovely people.
They are, and
Yes.
I love London, but
Yes.
it's made it tougher. You
Yeah.
know. That long distance relationship for the first couple of years is tough, but now it's good. We worked it
And
out.
now she moved here.
Now we're
Is
in
that
New
right?
York, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right, we have to take a break. When we come back, I understand that you have a Twitter account, but you have never, ever tweeted. You were a virgin Twitter.
I am.
Yes.
I am, yes.
All right, well, today
Yes.
we're going to change that. We're going to your first tweet will go out today, right now,
Very
on
excited.
the show.
Okay.
It's exciting. We'll be back. I love Catherine Keener. Back with David Schwimmer. And that is the new movie, Trust, that David Schwimmer directed. And Clive Owen was here the other day,
Right,
and
right.
who was in it as well. And tell people what it's about.
Yeah, Clive and Catherine play parents of a 14-year-old girl who who meets someone online who claims to be a peer of hers, a 16-year-old boy, and they fall for each other. And over a series of many weeks and a few months, she falls in love with him. And then when they finally end up meeting, he turns out to be in his 40s. And it's really about what happens to her at that meeting, and then the fallout of the trauma, really, of the whole family and surviving this kind of event. And the parents trying to come to grips with how did this happen under their watchful eye. I mean, these are present, good, intelligent, informed parents.
That
and
have
she's a good
communication
kid.
with their child.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
And it's really about parenting in the age of technology.
It really is the scariest thing you can imagine, that you'd have a child that would get fooled like this and think they're meeting somebody their age. And how do you know? You have no idea.
Yeah.
All right, well, speaking of all the ways to communicate, now Twitter is something that I enjoy it because we get to play games and I get to let people know things that I'm watching or thinking about, and I think it's a great way to communicate to people.
Right.
You have a Twitter account, but you have not used it yet.
I've not. Yeah, I've activated it, but I've been waiting because I don't know what my first tweet should be, so I thought maybe we'd
do it together.
Yeah, we'd twirt.
Okay,
you know.
let's twirt. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Andy Zehner, come on out here. We can have him send out our tweets for us. All right. We like to push him around. He very rarely walks around here. We just push him on that thing everywhere.
That's a great
If you
gig.
see him on the freeway on the way home tonight, he's. All right, so Andy, we're going to send out, and we have how many followers do I have? Like 6 million. So
Oh
if I
my
send
gosh.
out like a tweet to say to follow you, you're going to get some followers.
Okay,
Right?
wow.
So get ready to have some things to say, you know.
Okay.
Would you like to send, what would you like to send out?
I would like to say, I'm sitting next to Ellen DeGeneres. How's that for a first tweet?
That's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I'll make sure that you get followers if you'll send out a tweet for me, Andy. I'm sitting next to David Schwimmer, and you must follow this brilliant man. And it's just your name, right? At David Schwimmer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some people come up with fancy things.
No.
All right. So we're going to check at the end of the show how many followers we have. Because
Okay.
this show won't air until tomorrow, but we'll know by the end of the show how many people are following you just in the next
Wow.
like 40 minutes. All right, so before you go, you said you had to get your bag together to get ready to go to the hospital when the baby,
Yes.
when the child arrives. And let's hope it is a
No,
child with you being
come on.
sarcastic like that, because you just don't know. All right, so here is a bag that we've packed for you.
That's like the sweetest thing ever.
Yeah, you have all kinds of things in here that you're going to need. You have books to read. You have my books, and 2 of my books.
Wow.
And you have the Ellen water, and you have a bunch of just cozy things. And then you have to point that to your wife. And then also, you want to say
Right,
that.
right.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right. And then there's like maps and different things
That's
and all kinds of.
fantastic.
Okay.
Thank you so
you're set to
much.
go. You don't have to pack a bag anymore.
Wow, thank you.
All right, and I
Thank
think
you.
there's some baby, like little onesies in there too. Okay?
I don't know.
That's too small.
I don't know if this
Too
is
small.
gonna fit.
No, that's for the baby.